The rest of the second day passes without incident, and the caravan makes camp in a clearing by the side of the roads. Guards are set up, as usual. A little after dusk, several of Granny's orphans wander through camp. They're crying and wailing for Granny. A quick scan of the camp does not turn her up. Captain Schiller frowns. By Tall's teeth. What now? Our best healer vanished. Well, someone's going to have to find her.
I can look for her, Captain.
Okay, everyone but you. No.
I go and soothe the orphans.
Okay.
Tell us one about Long Nose.
Yeah, kind sir. Please tell us about Longnose.
That one didn't go down so well.
Well, he's not that bad. It's not Adolf Hitler.
You suck, mate.
Anyways, the captain comes up to you three, and well, you seem like capable people. Maybe you
Thank
could
you.
track down where Granny went.
I pride myself on being capable.
I'm not
Very
a
good. My well, the town's guard are quite well slow-witted,
Yeah, we
so
saw.
I don't.
We saw what.
Yeah. I don't feel safe sending them out into the forest. But a few strangers that no one will miss. I can gamble a bit with you guys. No, yeah. If you would maybe
Kind of a
take
big
the
thing
time to
around
try
here.
to find her.
Yeah, go on then.
I'm not the best tracker, but
I shall do so, sir.
We got this guy here. It looks
Yeah.
like he can live outside in the woods for a bit.
Ah, that,
So,
we
I
got this
am
guy. It looks
known
like
to
he's
hang
good at
around the
stabbing
woods.
things. So
Ah.
I
Stabbing
guess
things.
I
That's
guess you need
true.
the intelligence here as well. So I'll tag along.
All right.
Yes. Well, I guess the first thing would be to possibly search.
Right.
Her cart
I
or something.
search or a cart.
Well, the carton's not gone. I mean, that's clearly visible. But I mean, that could be a start to find Granny. To see
Can I
if there's any
have
clues
this-
in her.
I have this follow trail skill.
Yes. Well, you can follow. See if you can find a trail from the cart somewhere.
There we go. Sounds like an excellent idea. Let's go to the cart, guys. The idea just popped up in my head. All those years of experience, good for something, right?
That guy's pretty clever, he is.
Alright, lead the
Couldn't
way.
you be
my
looking for
peasant
tracks
friend.
or something? I'll look at the cart.
Yeah, look at the cars while you look for the tracks. I help
Right.
Max.
Yeah, you look for the tracks, Woodsman. That's all you're good for.
Keep up the work, peasant friend.
While you two stare at the cart.
Alright,
Yeah.
It's
I
brown,
go
it's made
and
of
look
wood.
for trail.
Right. Is there anything on there like I don't know. Can we have a look to see if she's got like a travel bag is still here or not?
Well, as you look inside, there's a lot of a few of the orphans that weren't around running about are in there, and also they went back in there after the subpar joke about Long Nose. So there's a lot of children lying about with all the sort of it's quite dark, and you don't have anything really more than the moon to light up the place. And you can see this. It looks like there's quite a lot of strange things, but plants and whatnot, and then some supplies and food, but nothing really that would stand out like. Why would Granny
does it look like she's
Mocher has
taken
a two-handed sword?
It doesn't
Hmm?
look like she's taken anything to sort of keep her, like some food with her or anything like that.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay.
Okay, I asked one of the children a question. Do you children remember any last thing with your granny?
Well, we were sleeping, and then when we woke up, she was gone.
No strange sounds whatsoever?
No.
Did she act weird before you went to bed?
not really. I can't. No, I can't say that I would.
I see. If
Well,
you
I
children...
wanted to play with a knife, and she said I wasn't allowed. But sometimes, when she isn't looking, I do play with a knife.
Is there a knife in the back?
You look around, but you can't seem to find the knife.
Fair enough.
If you children hear something of your granny, tell us, please.
I heard a noise
You heard a noise. Where then?
right now. Outside.
You better take a look.
Yeah, we
Maybe it's
take
a squirrel. Maybe it's a killer squirrel. Killer squirrels. There's no such thing as killer squirrels.
Alright, we're just leaving this situation
Yeah.
then.
Don't you worry, children. The lady of the lake will watch over you.
The lady of the who?
The lady of the lake.
We don't have time for this, come on.
Oh, can she teach me how to swim?
Lead the way, Max.
I look around for a trill of some sort.
Yes. I think that's. If you go in on your character sheet, I believe you can see what you have to roll for.
And do either perception or follow trill.
Well, you can do both if you want. The more the merrier.
Very well.
Perception. Well, it's too dark. You can't really see anything more than there's a bloody forest, and there's a lot of it. Let me just check here if the follow trail has no. There's no extra bonus for that. As you look around, Hans comes around and he sees that you are looking for tracks. He walks up silent to you, just gives that sort of stoic woodsman look that all woodsmen know, and then he looks around and then he points to the ground. You see there? There's a footprint. And if you look at the pressure, and he goes on and sort of explains a bit, being a more what's the word? Well, he's better at tracking.
Yeah, more experience.
More experienced tracker.
More adept.
He's
Yeah.
not a noob.
Yeah, he's not look at this, you fucking noob. I'm gonna I don't know. No, so he points out the tracks.
Thank you, woodsman.
I think you boys can probably do fine following this. I'll go and gather some wood.
Before-
I don't think Granny's too much of a danger. And then he sort of walks off.
Before you go, woodsman, do you have any torch we can use?
Any what?
Torches.
Torches? No.
Alright.
I guess you could see about the supply cart for torches.
Could you lead us the way to it?
Yeah, no, I could just... You
Well,
actually have a torch. I can see it in your backpack here, mate.
Wait, my backpack.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Wait a minute. What? My backpack.
The woodsman walks off.
Anyway, I'm gonna cast... Glowing light.
On what?
No, is it... Oh,
Aren't you supposed to
any item. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it is any item. I'm gonna cast glowing light on Marcel's armor.
What?
Not Marcel, sorry. Who's Ferrator again?
Hadrian.
I'm gonna cast on Hadrian's armor.
So the chainmail then.
Yeah, it's gonna glow.
He walks around like a loud.
Exactly. All right, I got to get over a three or above. Get this to work. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's for an
uses-
hour.
So
Apparently, it's the light of a lantern.
I should have more of like magic stuff, because the magic thing missile doesn't really work for this, does it?
Just put it anyway.
Yeah, do it. Well, I just have to put back the forest sound because I forgot to loop that. Silly
Ah,
me.
yeah. You
And
silly
then,
game master.
We'll find the No, this is the wrong. Well, no, that's supposed to be here. Wait. There we go. And you cast your spell.
Oh.
Hits him like.
Oh, it's a touch spell.
Oh yeah. I don't think I had any touch spell.
But that'll do.
That will do for now. I'll see
Yeah.
about finding something next time.
Oh, fascinating.
Thanks. There you go.
You make your way along the trail, which is now quite clearly lit by the fellow's armor. You walk for about 10 minutes following the trail. When you stumble upon a clearing, and in there you see Granny. You are relieved to see Granny in the forest clearing, with some freshly dug herbs in her hand. She is staring in surprise at 3 cloaked elves with drawn bows. The elf leader says, "Explain yourself, witch, or my arrows fly true." So now you find yourself in a forest clearing. The elves become aware of you because you're glowing.
Yeah.
And Granny Mosher is in the middle, picking herbs, and yeah, the elves are about to, or they're ready at the moment's notice to pierce her and possibly more people with a barrage of arrows.
Okay. I shout at them. Stop. We are just simple travelers, escaping war.
I nudge at Hadrian and say, "You're an elf. Use it."
I'm elf.
He's not an elf.
He's
not
not
an
an
elf,
elf.
I'm not the elf.
He's short. He's like the shortest one of you.
Tell me, and you fucking
Oh.
wanker.
Because of your avatar. I was like,
Why? I'm
that
not.
must be an elf.
It's not fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not his game avatar.
I still do this though.
Please, robot man, do something.
Oh,
Max
okay.
and his weird companion.
Oh, okay. 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 Like I said, we are just simple travelers escaping war from the beastmen.
Simple travelers, you say. Yet this old woman walks out in the middle of the forest late at night, not fearing for her safety. Only
We will-
someone, no one would, you wouldn't not fear the dark unless, of course, that maybe you serve the dark.
Serve the dark.
maybe
I
it's an
serve the
age
lady
thing.
of the lake.
I think it's an age thing. You might be a bit old, and these things kind of happen.
You humans are quite strange.
Are
The
you
el-
wood elves?
he gestures for the elves to lower their bows.
Are you by any chance wood elves?
We're elves. We're in a wood.
Yeah.
But well, what you can do is you can roll on you have the common knowledge Bretonia,
Yeah.
and since the elves live there, that would sort of ish. I would allow you to roll on that, but oh yeah, now unmodified, common knowledge. That's intelligence. So roll on that if you can sort of
Roll on intelligence.
maybe deduce something.
Deduce some. Okay, roll on intelligence. Okay.
Zero success. Well, you're unsure. It's one of the
It just helps.
first sort of elf groups you've seen, and
What?
since you don't really know that much about elf, you figure that, well, there probably are wood elves.
What are you guys doing out this far?
We are out hunting down beastmen and other foul creatures of the night. We are on patrol. And I
Right, well,
imagine... Don't interrupt me, human. And I imagine, given the way you're wandering, you're on your way to Middenheim.
that is
In-
correct.
Indeed we are.
The road should be clear. But I would not linger.
How
Thank you.
so? Is the beastman far behind us?
There's beastmen all over the forest. But if you know something, human, please tell.
Well, the only thing we know is that beastmen's probably arrived at Undergard by now. That's the only thing we know. 200 beastmen.
200, you say?
Yes.
Well, this is grave news. He looks back at the other elves. And then he turns back to you. Stares at you for a while. And then they all turn around and disappear back into the forest.
Good luck!
Good luck, good elves.
Granny Moshe looks up at you guys. Oh! You came following me?
Indeed we did.
These elves are quite strange, aren't they? Trying to pester an old woman. Anyways, I found these herbs. I'll use them for patching wounds and such. Shall we walk back to camp?
Can I see if she's being deceitful when she says patching wounds?
What skill would that be? To see, if there's like something to
It's not perception, is it?
I think perception is more to sort of like notice
Look around.
details. Yeah, so like, oh wait, that painting is crooked. Why would that be? I think there might be a skill for this, but I think it would be more for like a sociable character class. Maybe sort of more to the rogue-ish type. I think there's one. But what you can do is, don't you have something like what's it called? Arthymic sense.
I do.
Arthymic attunements. So you sort of have a feeling for magic.
She did say witch, which
That
do
is
do
that
I
is
know what
magical.
she's picking? Can I see to know what she's picking? Then?
Well, do you have herbalism?
No, but I have academic magic.
Well, you could do that. Minus 10.
Okay.
To see if you could spot
Definitely
the
not.
herbs. No. Could have just as well be grass.
What are you doing out here picking grass?
It's not grass. As I told you, it's herbs.
What type
for
of herbs?
wounds. They
What type of
soothe
herbs?
wounds.
Yeah, but which ones? Come on.
What wounds? Cuts.
No, not what type of wounds. What type of herbs?
What? Yeah, the type of herbs that you use to soothe
No,
cuts.
I'm looking for a name.
A name.
Yeah.
She like spouts some Latin sounded name like Arturia Rucintia.
Do I know what that is?
Probably not.
Why did you not
I'm gonna
tell
jot
us?
it down. I'm gonna jot it down. The name.
Why didn't you
Scribble,
bring-
scribble, scribble.
Why didn't you bring a gun?
Yeah,
with
you are one of the few characters that do have read and write, right? because the other
Yes.
two don't. I believe.
Yeah. I am
You-
literate.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah. Anyways, you're standing there in the clearing
Why didn't you bring any guard with you?
to pick herbs.
In the middle of the night with elves and beastmen in the forests.
Well, I didn't know there was gonna be elves, did I? I'm not more than 10 minutes away from camp.
It's still
You're
dangerous.
taking you. I know we fought mutants in town, but and then she looks around, sort of gesturing with her hands.
Hmm.
The forest isn't that dangerous if you know where to look.
Hmm.
And an
And
old
you-
woman as me is not much of a threat for the beasts of the forest.
Hmm. You are not dead now, but you never know in the future.
No, but you are a nice snack. And that will do the children. That will cause the children much pain, Granny. So please, could we now get back to camp?
True. Let's go. And you make your way back to camp. And unless there is anything else, I guess you would fall asleep.
Next time you go out, at least tell one of us and we will escort you.
She pats you on the shoulder. Don't worry. Next time you can follow.
Thank you. Now let's get to sleep, everyone.
Is she taller than him?
I'm not entirely sure that they have stated how tall these characters are.
No, you just tell
Granny-
me.
She's well. How he wasn't that tall, was he?
Yeah.
And she looks kind of tall in the picture, like scrawny and tall-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thought something about
But at the
five-
same
five.
time, she's quite old, so maybe sort of at the same height, maybe like a little bit taller.
Sad face. Okay, I guess we are all going to sleep. Yeah.
And then you die. No.
I died of
You
cancer.
failed the clue, and now you're all dead. No. Yes. So, barring that, there wasn't much else, and you fell asleep. Although a little bit hungry, as you've been traveling now for 3 days, and they do not have a lot of supplies. The next morning passes without incident. The forest is dark and oppressive, but quiet, like a calm before a storm. Mid-afternoon, the scouts return to the caravan with grim tidings. At the crossroad up ahead, there is the remains of an ambush, and the road is choked with bodies. The corpse and the wreckage will have to be cleared before the caravan continue on its way. Let's go ahead and tell him.
You know what's very good at moving bodies, guys? Orphans.
I
Maybe we
frown.
could get the orphans to help us.
Great
with
plan.
this.
That's a terrible idea, sir. You don't do that.
They've already seen what warfare does to people in death. This is just another grim reality.
I will not
that
allow
they will-
this.
Me neither, Max.
Fine, you move the bodies then.
Well, we will. Right?
Cap-
Right, Harald?
Captain Chile, what do you think?
Adrian?
It's best that the main body stays here. We'll send forward a few able-bodied men to clear the wreckage.
Shall we guard them while they do it?
Take Father Dietrich. I guess he wants to bless the dead, and then I imagine Granny Mosher, in case there are any survivors.
Then I will let Max and Marcel do it. I will be here with you. And not
No,
so
you're
much.
coming with us. You're not getting rid of this.
Alright, then I get to listen to a little bit Sigmarites. Alright.
Yes. So you travel up, you follow the scouts, and there's a few men with you, together with Father Dietrich, spouting Sigma stuff, and Granny Mosher, to possibly care for some survivors. She has the herbs with her in a basket, in case. Anyways, you arrive after a while up to the crossing, or the crossroads. On the road there are 2 wrecked wagons and at least 15 mutilated corpses. There are, unfortunately, no survivors. Anyone who views this scene must make a willpower test. So now all of you have to make a willpower test, because the sight of the mutilated people is so horrendous. Maxo fails.
But I'm very resilient.
Oh, we'll find out.
Willpower.
Let's see, did everyone roll?
There we go. Yeah, I rolled
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
just me.
use it. So yeah, Maxo gets 1 insanity point.
Well, you guys can deal with this. I'm just gonna stand back here.
Yeah, like.
Dun 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 dun. Yes, as you walk through the carnage, the guardsmen start clearing away the bodies, and Father Dietrich is making preparations to bless them before they are buried. Granny Mosher, seeing as though there are no survivor, looks quite horrified and stands back. As you walk through, look at the corpses. The guardsmen, they also start to count the bodies and so on to make sure that they've just so they get like a report they can put back to Captain Schiller. And one of the guardsmen comes up to Hadrian, because, well, he's got armor on, and the soldiers sort of feel that maybe he's in charge of that group of strangers. So one of the guards come up to you, and he reports that of all the corpses, they are all adult, with 9 men and 6 women. Although bloody and torn, he notes, clothes of two of the men and 2 of the women were of quite excellent quality.
They didn't have any medallions or whatever to sign from the family house.
As far as I could see, no.
Report this to Captain Schiller.
Yes.
Are there?
Can I go and
Are there-
investigate closer? Cause
Yeah. Are there any bodies around with stuff?
You're looking for
Let Max go first. Sorry, Max.
that's okay. Because I am actually from the area, from Maidenland, so I wonder if I recognize them or anything. If I know them from a neighbor house.
Yeah. While you guys do that, I will go quick to the toilet while you guys do that.
Great.
while as you look upon the corpses, you cannot say that you've seen these people before. But as you turn to look at the wagons, one of the wagons have an emblem painted on it. It looks like a set of scales with scroll works underneath that says Delbers. You sort of ish recalls it, but you can't exactly remember from where.
Well, in the meanwhile, is there any bodies with armor on lying about?
No. Of the what you find is the best you find is a few shields, but they are dented beyond use. And as you go through, the only thing really of value you find is a quiver of 10 crossbow bolts. The guards also have started to... They empty the pockets of the deceased, and they found 20 gold upon their bodies. But other than that, it seems that whoever committed the atrocity was quite thorough in looting them.
Alright. Well, I at least take the quiver with 10 crossbow bolts.
Yes. Well, what
And-
you can do, Maxo, is you can do a common knowledge test to see if you can remember about the cart or the text on the cart. Success! It springs to mind, of course.
No, that's not a success. That's a massive fail.
Whoa, is it?
100. That's a.
Oh yes. Oh no, I it just because it says success there, but it says 0 success.
Right.
So yeah, you can't think of anything at all. It's completely blank. It's like one of those monkeys doing
I
the
can-
thing
I
with
can
their...
barely remember
Yeah.
what a cart is called.
What is this? It's a cart. Oh. Yes. After
I asked the guards. I asked the guards what they plan to do with the money.
well, we'll give it to Captain Schiller. He knows best what to do with it.
We could always split it up here for doing our hard work together.
We could, if you maybe do a charm test. To see
Is
if
that
you
what
can-
they say?
Yeah, well, if you why don't you roll your dice and see if you can do a charm test? Charm the guard. 0 success. No. It's best that we give this to the captain. It's not enough money to fall out over.
I'm looking at the man and saying, "Good, you're doing the right thing."
Dun 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 dun. Meanwhile, Granny Mosher has studied some of the wounds, and she comes forward to you with one of the arrows that was pulled out of the body. It's a crude and black arrow that is, really, really crude. I cannot, for the life of me, say who fired this arrow, but clearly this craftsmanship is not human or elf.
Probably Bretonian.
It's
One
not
of
up to-
one of the guards snickers.
That guy
Foreigners.
gets it.
Foreigners. Let's build a wall.
Make Empire great again!
Let's make the empire great again. Those damn Bretonians. They come across the border and they steal our jobs.
All rapists.
All three of you can do a challenging -10 common knowledge test to see if you can deduce anything from this crude black arrow.
Okay, so it's intelligence.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
that's intelligence.
Ah.
What's an arrow? Yeah, what's an arrow? Well,
Oh.
well, being used to the forest, you recognize the craftsmanship of this. Well, clearly, this is a foul green skin arrow. Judging by the size of it, it's probably goblins.
Goblins. Guards, warn the
Dun
captain.
dun dun dun. And you can
Wait,
imagine.
wait, wait, you don't know that. I know that.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wait a moment.
You can imagine, as you find out that there was goblins, you can imagine the sounds of the battle. So this just springs into your mind. This is not what's happening right now, but I wanted to
use it.
use it.
Right. So, I put a smirk and cleverly start to explain about why this is a goblin arrow, and point to all the different futures, telling why it is a goblin arrow, and then telling them there was a battle here.
I
Clearly
see.
there wasn't, because the humans all died. So
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't much of a battle.
I look at the guards and wave them over to me.
Now I missed what you said.
I'm looking at the guards and wave them over to me.
Oh. Yeah, the sergeant comes over.
Guard, there's been goblins there. Go and warn your captain and be wary.
Right. The guard signals to one of the men to get back to the captain to warn them about the fact that the perpetrators of the crime has now been identified.
You two guys better hurry up and clear this pathway with the guards.
Well, you will help us too, Max. You will not.
Oh, no. I'm looking for some more Roseberry-ness. Italian phrase. Latin phrase. It's for Granny here.
Italian phrase. What is
Right.
that? I never heard
I'm
of
just
this
trying to.
Italian.
I'm just trying to fill in like Rosemantium something or other that she called it.
Ah, you coward. Come on, Marcel. Let's clean this road.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes, the main road is well used, but the other fork in the crossroad is a narrow track that is wild and overgrown. So this is about the crossroad that you have arrived to, and then one of the forks is like well used, while the other one seems to have faded. A raven is perched upon a faded sign that points up the road. Granny Mosher nods at the bird and then stops dead in her tracks. She reads the sign several times and begins to speak, as much to herself as to anyone else. Farndorf. My family came from there. She looks at the ground and shakes her head. My father died there. Wait, did I not start the music? Where did I have it? There.
Maestro!
Yeah, so that's what she did upon discovering
Okay.
the road sign.
I go to her and ask, what do you know of your home? Do you remember much of it?
I remember, but it was a long time ago. Graf Sternhauser's soldiers killed him. He was a good man. He was an innocent man. All he did was hide some food from the bailiff. He didn't want us to starve in the winter time. They burned him to make an example for the rest of the village. Damned nobles. As if this life wasn't hard enough without a boot upon our throats.
Hmm.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Bretonian?
Shut up, Max. Alright. Do we have to go through your old home to get to Maidenheim?
No. This road is long since anyone walked this path. Middenheim is that way. She points down the other fork in the road.
Hmm.
Let's get going.
Yeah, if there's nothing else, then we must keep going.
There's
There
an
are
army of beastmen coming.
And goblins nearby, so we have to be very...
Well, they only have to clear away the... they've already cleared away one of the carts. They're about to push away the other one.
Get on there, lumberjack.
And then they obviously have to bring up the caravan as well. As the laborers pull the corpse to the side of the road, Father Dietrich blessed them one by one. Though, without warning, you hear the priest shout out in alarm, "Oh!" and then disappear from view. You hear a loud thump and a cry of pain. "Oh!"
I draw my sword.
You draw your sword.
Yes. Now I go and investigate.
As you move closer, you discover that the spot where they've decided to put the corpses wasn't a very great one, because there's a pit that was covered by twigs and leaves in front of a fallen tree. And as you look down, you can see that Father Dietrich has fallen down into this pit. And not only that, he has been impaled by sharp stakes below. Several wooden stakes pierce through Father Dietrich, and blood slowly fills the bottom of the pit. Miraculously, he is still alive. He looks up at you and salutes you with a bloody fist. I die with a relic of blessed Sigmar clenched in my hand. For that at least I can be thankful. But do not leave this holy icon in this wretched place. Take it from here and deliver it to the Temple of Sigmar in Middenheim. Swear to me that you will do this.
I carefully go down into the pit, not to get fallen down the spikes. So.
Do a agility test.
Agility test.
To see if you can... Well, just to sort of... I mean, the guy's impaled, and it's not like a super deep one, so as he reaches up with the icon, so sort of you to take it, you don't actually have to jump in.
Alright.
Trying to save you from being impaled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, maybe I should...
Well, what you could do is you could land on top of him.
True. Push him down.
Oh, no, I don't feel... I'm not that evil, Bretonian. Yeah, I reached for the medallion, was it? Yeah, the medallion.
No, it's an icon, like, you know, like the Russian, but it's with Sigmar painted on.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Like a Russian.
Yeah, I reached for the thingamabob, and say, I promise, I will bring this to the Temple of Sigmar in Middenheim.
Praise the Helden Hammer. And then with a sigh, he's gone.
Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it closely, and then I put it in my bag.
Oh, look, I can have a much better look at that than you can.
Much better.
I gave him a promise, Max.
You don't even know Sigmar. Like, you don't even worship him.
We Bretonians have honor, and I just gave a promise.
It's we can deliver it, not you. And I just push him.
Push it into the-
Not into the pit. Not into the pit.
They immediately start to fight as soon as they get something valuable. Okay, so
Priest.
like a light nudge then.
Like nudge.
Yeah.
Like a tap on the shoulder, but enough to make him twist.
You
it.
were not there when the priest saw deep into my eyes. I gave him my promise, Nax. And to the Tonian, a promise is a sacred.
Fine, but
Yes.
if you lose that thing, I will kill you.
I will not lose it in the name of the Lady of the Lake.
Father
That's-
Dietrich's relic is a small icon, about 4 inches square, enclosed in gold and iron. It's quite obviously ancient, but its value is not immediately apparent. The relic is a portrait of Sigmar himself, painted. Yes. And that is what you can see from it.
Okay, finally this relic painted of Sigma. Alright, there we go.
And it looks quite old. Like old.
I guess we should go and report to the captain.
One of the guardsmen goes like, "Oh, now we don't have to dig a hole."
I look at
Right.
I look at the guy a little bit angry at him when he said that, and I just continue my way to the captain.
He sort of backs off and accidentally stumbles on the tree that laid across there. But it sort of falls. I mean, if the hole is on your side of the tree, he falls over to the other side,
Okay.
and he goes, "Hey, what's this?" And he pulls up one of those arrows again and sort of waves it around. He's still on his back, and as he waves it around, "There's more of these here."
Marcel, is the goblins
Yes.
nearby? Do you see any signs of the goblin tracks nearby?
I will look around for tracks.
Yeah, all 3 of you, I imagine, go around, and you discover that what it looks like is a well-prepared spot that the goblins would have posed their archers. There's a few arrows still in the ground, but there's many more holes in the ground where arrows would have been stuck before the battle. You can go ahead and roll if you want to see if you can find a trail.
Very well. It's a shame.
You don't really come up with anything. You sort of find an animal, but it were probably taken by the goblins. Or animal trail. But it's apparent that the goblins caught it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kick back to clearing this road up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
You get back and you manage to pull together and pull the second cart off the road, and it should now be clear for the passing of the people.